Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? I mean, seriously, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. It's time again for the knife of the day. This is the part of the channel where I go through my collection one knife at a time, one day at a time. What that includes is when I show off new Spydercos that just come straight from the factory. I'm part of the Spyderco Collectors Club. I want to shout out, this is no sponsorship, I want to shout out Omaha Knives. Omaha Knives, that's my godfather in the Collectors Club. When you do the Collectors Club, Spyderco sends you out, I'm number 23, so they sent me out the 23rd knife with some documentation and stuff, certificates. And so we get them early. But when you do that, you have to go through a Spyderco distributor, a store, a certified Spyderco store. Mine is Omaha Knives. In fact, the way I became a collector, now let me just tell you, there's a lot of money because you commit to buying all the knives from Spyderco, and you guys know they do a whole bunch of knives every year. I don't think I've made a full year yet, but man, a lot of knives come in. I really like them. I even chose the knives that are exclusives from other stores and distributors. You get every variation, so you get all of the combo blades and the Spidey edge blades, all of those, the serrated blades. And so I deal with the folks at Omaha Knives. I don't know them personally, but let me tell you something. They rush out the knives as soon as they get them. I got this, I'm recording this on a Monday. I got this Sunday delivered to me, and I just really appreciate the rush. They know I do a YouTube channel, and they try to get it to me as soon as possible. Go check them out. Omaha Knives. Tell them Kevin from Keith Kevin Ken said hi. Good folks. Now let's talk about this knife. This is the Spyderco Hannon. The Spyderco Hannon. You remember this? This was talked about 2 years ago. It was in the catalog 2 years ago. This is Brad Southern's newest piece, the collaboration with Spyderco based on one of his custom knives. It's the Hanan, H-A-N-A-N. Of course, you know Brad Southern. They tell the story that he grew up around the Spyderco store in Colorado and used to always go in, checking out knives, asking a bunch of questions, and of course became a custom knife maker. And it just made sense for him to collaborate. He made Spyderco's very first flipper, and that's the Southern. Then they did a blacked out Southern. And remember, Spyderco was probably the last of the major knife makers, the big ones, to go with flippers. And of course, you know why. Their whole company is built on that Spidey hole. That's their logo, right? That one hand opener, and then flippers came. So Brad Southern did the first flipper. Then he did the Positron, the smaller, lighter flipper for Spyderco. And now this is the Hannon, his third collaboration. This is closer to the Positron in size, etc. Of course, the original Southern was a bigger knife. There's a couple of things going on with this knife, and that's why I couldn't wait to get it. I really couldn't. First thing is, it's a flipper, another flipper from Spyderco, right? And, well, we'll jump to that later. Let's just talk about the blade real quick. It's S30V steel, 2.9-inch blade. This is a smaller knife. This is the knife that's right in my kind of size. I like this smaller knife. 6.8 inches. Look at that recurve on the blade. Gives you that big belly. A lot of cutting options. Has some jimping over the hole. Of course, this is a small hole knife. You cannot do a manual opening. They just have it in there as their brand, as the Spyderco brand. With the small hole, that's great because it gives you that slim profile once it's in the handle. That's from the positron. That makes a lot of sense. It feels nice in the hand. It really does. So it's a flipper. I think it's more of a push button flipper than it is a switchblade. But it pops out there once you push button it. Now, the thing that I really love about this, so it flips nice. The thing I really love about it is the handle. First, you have the titanium bolsters, which I love. I love bolster knives. And I also love the fact that Spyderco didn't punch a bunch of holes in there for people who like their tip down. I get it. I like variety. I'm happy that on knives like the Delica and the Endura, you have 4 different places for the clip. Left hand, right hand, tip up, tip down. You got every choice. But when you have a bolster like this, I hate it on the sub hilt. They had that wonderful stainless steel, polished stainless steel bolster, and there's 3 holes all over it for the clip. So I love that they leave that alone. It probably has more to do with the pivot inside and the fact of the lock than it does for aesthetic reasons. But I like it for aesthetic reasons. And then they have the smooth G10, and as I've said over and over, Spyderco does better smooth G10s than ever. Obviously, this is a mass-produced knife from Spyderco, but man, the transitions between the titanium bolster and that smooth G10, you can't feel a transition at all. It's just really nice. This took a long time to come out, and it has a compression lock. I thought this was going to be the first and by the way, oh, you see how I tried to switchblade? That was my fault, though. Look at this. Just came Sunday. This is Monday. Yeah, smooth as silk. Smooth as silk. The only reason it doesn't fall all the way is the flipper hits my finger when it's coming back. Just super smooth, folks. Super smooth. I love the compression. He put the compression lock a little deeper inside of the scales. You know, usually on a paramilitary 2, or I'll show you the para 3, it's easy to get to. For my fat hands and my fat fingers, it's not difficult. You get it. But you do have to go in a little. It's inset a little. But as you can see, they have like a little divot to give you more access to it. But man, is it smoother than silk. It really is. A G10 back spacer on it as well. And then look at the clip. I like this super thin clip. Super thin clip. Titanium clip, which just makes it nice. There's your lanyard hole. And it is right hand, left hand, tip up only. Right hand, left hand, tip up only. But you see the minimal kind of minimal clip for this light knife is great. But also doesn't leave a lot of divots and stuff. This, for me, is a gentleman's folder. That's me. I don't know how you define it, but this is perfect for me to carry. In fact, it is part of my carry today. Go to my Instagram at KeithKevinKen and you'll check that out. It's finally here. It's the Spyderco Hanan. I've been waiting for this from Brad Southard. Just a wonderful collaboration. Another flipper collaboration from Brad Southard and Spyderco. Took a while to get here, but now it is here. I'll give you some size. Here's the Mantra 1. I'm waiting for the Mantra. I can't wait till the Mantra 3 comes out. It'll look like this, but it'll have S30V steel instead of M4. And then here we have the Para 3 again with the compression lock, but you see it's really gouged out on the other side. Easy to get to. Smooth as silk, of course. But the Hanan is in this kind of range, the Delica kind of range. There you have it. That's the knife of the day. It's the brand new Spyderco Hanan. That's right, brand new Spyderco Hannon just came out. Usually, Monday through Friday, we'll do a knife of the day. And also we'll do pocket dump deconstructions. I had a new Spyderco I wanted to get to you today. So that's why we did the knife of the day. You can always check out what I'm carrying on Instagram. Tomorrow we'll be back. Tomorrow we'll be back with pocket dump deconstruction. Yeah, the other knife that was sent, only 2 knives this time. The other knife was a variation on the little native, this time with the blacked out but with the serrations. I don't think that's worth a whole other video. Maybe I'll do just the whole family of the natives that we've been getting over the past year. The little native, the shaman, and of course the regular native. Maybe I'll do a special video on that. On the weekends, it's been part of summer trimming where I'm selling off parts of my collection. Everyone's worried. What's up? You okay? You get a divorce? I got a divorce, but it was 20 years ago. I'm okay. I'm okay. That's not to feed me. It's to kind of shrink down this collection that I have. It's time to start to shrink it down. I didn't do it this weekend because I have PayPal problems, which some of you probably understand. By this time next week, I'm hoping this weekend all those will be solved, and we'll sell off some more of the Keith Kevin King collection as we continue summer trimming. Okay, we'll start doing that only when the PayPal's set up. So that'll happen, and of course I'll announce it. You guys have a perfect day. Man, I'm on the East Coast. Whew, it's gonna be a hot one today. I hope you guys are taking good care of yourselves and your families and your loved ones. Have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.